Hey everyone, I'm Damian Holbert from TV Guide Magazine and TV Insider, and I'm here with the gang from Pennyworth, the origin of Batman's butler, Bruno Heller, John Stevens, executive producers. The new season, you'd give us a 5-year time jump. What is different about this new season?
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. I would say that's what happened. Oh. Sex, drugs, rock and roll, and microphones.
Well, we had some sex, drugs, and rock and roll in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, but we're moving forward in time. So we're moving from a kind of 50s world through a 60s world. We're now in the 70s, I guess you'd say, and that's when things start going a little crazy.
Okay. And now you both worked on Gotham, and you're inching closer and closer to the origin of actual Batman, but we still have a bunch to settle. Where do you see this story? How close do you think you can get us to baby Bruce Wayne, at least?
How close to... I don't think we've ever actually talked about that. I feel like we have a long way to go before we get to baby Bruce Wayne. I feel like, the idea of the show is that we're going to see Alfred learn all these things that he's then one day going to be teaching to baby Bruce Wayne. So you want to go through that process. So by the end, you go, oh, I understand how that guy becomes the tutor of a child, Bruce Wayne. So I think he's got a lot to learn.
And in the new season, we find out that actually Alfie does not like kids.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all Jack, actually.
So how is it aging up Alfie to 5 years later? He's way more secure in his position.
Yeah.
He's kind of a badass.
Yeah.
And also partnered with Bet.
Yeah, which is great. I think, Pennyworth Security's really taken off. He's sort of, everything he set out to do seems to have come to fruition, really, and he's enjoying the 70s. He's got his flares on, he's loving it.
He's hanging out with a bunch of drugged out hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also dealing with some people with enhancements, the PWAPs.
Yeah.
How wild does that get? What other enhancements do we get to see?
Oh, loads. I mean, I think the people with enhancements really is the sort of genesis of the superhero, supervillain type thing, And it's exciting because we're in the 70s, so there's the sort of analog thing of robotic arms, and it was great fun fighting people with enhancements.
Yeah.
There was a particular guy with a robotic arm, and behind him was a guy with a PlayStation remote, which operated the robotic arm. So I was kind of fighting 2 people at once, but it was great.
And now Bat Daddy.
Yes.
So when we come back, he is knee deep in domestic bliss almost.
He's a real daddy.
He's a total daddy.
Yeah.
But also introducing a character to the Bat family that maybe we didn't expect to see.
That's right, little Samantha.
Little Samantha.
Yeah.
How is he adjusting to life as a father and husband?
Well, I guess if the first 2 seasons were him wrestling with, his moral conscience, working out how he feels about working for the CIA, being forced to do stuff that he didn't want to do, he's on the straight and narrow as a family man, or attempting to be on the straight and narrow. He's transitioned to becoming a pediatrician. He's living the wholesome family life, but he doesn't. I don't think he's going to manage to stay on the straight and narrow. But it's wholesome for a while there.
And it's super and then his dad shows up, and that's all weird.
Yeah, tries to embroil him back into the dark side.
Do you guys get to play together?
Us?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm still asking him to be my friend.
Okay. That's sweet. I mean,
in every scene.
Because we find out, in the first episode back, we find out that his mom is now the nanny.
Yes. So she is working for us. Yeah. Which is a nice little mix up and brings up some quite surprising drama later on in the season.
Okay.
But, they're still connected. Yeah.
All right, good. And then because these aren't classic villains from the lore, how fun was it for you guys to come up with versions of something that could become a supervillain?
It's a tricky line because superheroes, supervillains, but this is the beta testing version of those kind of things. So later on, for instance, in the season, you'll see a proto Clayface type of character. It's great fun to do because when things are not quite right is when they're funny, or when they're interesting, and once they're fully in the spandex with the cape, they're invincible.
Yeah.
There's more fun to be told in this kind of. It's also English, and English people do things in a half-assed way, whereas Americans, like Superman is so, and Batman are so American in their prowess, you know.
The Brits have other things going on.
Thomas Wayne could be in spandex and cape, though, couldn't he? Do you know what I mean? Like,
I'm
it's,
starting that position right now. Let us get him into some spandex by season 4.
sure.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
We'll move it to another platform, like an OnlyFans kind of thing.
Great.
Oh, yes.
Excellent. All right, well, listen, you guys, do not miss Pennyworth. Just dropped on HBO Max. Congratulations, season 3. It looks amazing. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Damien.